Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam. Welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2014. This month, I decided to go back to the Celtic Cross spread for your reading for September. The first card you have in your layout today is Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles to me symbolizes holding on carefully to your money, being very protective over your finances. Some people would read this card as the card of the miser. I hear you're going through a lot of trials and tribulations, especially in your mind about your money and your finances. There's a lot of confusion, like you're not really sure what to do. You've been under a lot of stress and strain in previous months, especially for some of you. This has been in regard to health issues. You need to be more balanced in your approach to life. And for those of you Cancerians out there that are smokers, my guides are bringing that up. So I'm feeling like they would like you to either cut back on your smoking or quit if possible. I hear you're going to be given like a whole new lease on life, but for some of you, you're going to have to start over from scratch, like square one. And I hear for some of you, you're actually going to be giving somebody advice and helping them through some tough times themselves. They really are talking about, I don't like to start off on this note, that you really need to focus on your health, your diet, what you're eating, your exercise. Be more mindful about your physical body. Take better care of yourself and your health. They're telling me to be very careful with your money and make any moves like you're playing a game of chess very carefully. Do everything with a thoughtful approach, no willy-nilly decisions. If you have money in savings, they would like to see you empty it out and put it in something else that's going to give you a better return. So if you have your money just in a regular savings account, they're recommending you move it to something like a 401k or something that will give you a bigger return on your savings. This is really time to plan for your future. If there's any kind of crisis point out there in the future, they want you to be prepared financially. They're saying this is not the time to play fast and loose with your cash. And for those of you that are being generous and giving of your money out to loved ones, either to help them or just in kindness and generosity, they're saying do so, but sparingly. Don't go overboard with spending or lending at this time. It's really time to get back to the basics, strip back everything to the bare bones and start from the beginning. It's like the whole theme for you seems to be they want you to have a more balanced approach about your life in everything. What you eat, how you exercise, what you spend your money on, how you have your money invested, like taking care of yourself. Also, for those of you that have some secrets or some things that you don't really need to have out there as public knowledge, be very careful of what you share with others at this time. Keep things close to your vest. Don't talk too much about your personal life with others around you right now. I feel like they're talking about like there's a lot of gossipers around you, like wordy people. That's what they're saying. Just keep your cards close to your vest. They're talking a lot about that because I feel like anything you say can and will be used against you. Don't let out information, especially to coworkers. Don't talk about your personal life. Don't talk about your feelings about other people that you work with. Keep all that under your hat right now. especially through December. That's what I'm hearing. The next card that you have in your reading that crosses over your center card, Cancer, which would either support or conflict the first card, is Temperance. And Temperance to me is a card that symbolizes patience. It's also a card showing that divine inspiration is happening and working through you and channeling through you in whatever it is you're creating, working on, doing, anything. Any kind of inspiration, inspirational thoughts, creativity, however you exercise in your work, like whatever you produce, you're being divinely inspired now. So it's divine inspiration and patience. They're saying they really want you to be mindful right now and take care of yourself and rest. They're saying it would be perfect if you could just get under the blankets, cover yourself up, get in bed, get under the covers, cover yourself up to your nose and quiet. Like you need, I'm surprised the card of Four of Swords didn't show up here in this reading. For what they're telling me is you need a quiet, restful pause. Like it's like to recharge your batteries. You're going to be like you're like starting up, winding up for some new cycle or new energy that's about ready to happen. It's like September is the month where you're turning the gears, you're winding it up. That's this month. In October, things are going to start to move forward for you and go a little faster, but there's going to be a little rockiness. Mercury goes into retrograde in October, and that can always cause some kind of disruptions. They're saying be forewarned to be prepared, like be prepared. They're saying being prepared is the best offense. And really watch your diet. You're eating some things that you shouldn't, especially white processed sugar. Avoid that, Cancer. Right now, it's coming up. I feel like you're going to have unstable sugar levels in your body at this time. This is going to add to some confusion for you. They're also saying that eating too much white sugar is a cause of anger and can cause some angry outbursts for you. And the key word for you for the month of September is balance. So far I'm getting resting, staying low under the radar, don't let out too much information, and balance, and be very careful about what you eat and staying away from sugar and cut down on those cigarettes or cut them out completely. Isn't that nice? You wanted to have a lecture from Pam? All right, well, moving on. I'm not your mother. The card you have that's crowning your reading today is the Devil. And in this position, the Devil comes up what I would call in the goal position. The Devil is a card that symbolizes addictions. This can be addicted to drugs, alcohol, eating, sex, spending money, gambling, unhealthy relationships, obsessive thinking. I hear you've had it. There's a number of people on your list in your life that you would like to cut out. For some of you, you've got some seething anger going on here under the currents where you feel underappreciated and unloved in some ways. I feel for many of you, once you go into the month of October, you're going to be feeling a lot more settled and a lot more balanced, even though there is some planetary things happening that month that can make some bumpy roads ahead. But I actually feel once you get out of the month of September, you're feeling much more at ease. taking care of yourself and your health should be your number one priority right now. I'm feeling that for some of you, you've really seen a lot of up and down on the scale, a lot of weight loss and weight gain, weight loss. And I feel that you really are going to be getting a handle on that, and that you are going to get to a very consistent weight and hold on to that. And a lot of this is going to be because of some of the foods that you're going to be eating. I feel that for some of you, you're going to be using a lot more herbs in what you eat to make things have more flavor, and that you are going to be eating more greens, less processed foods, more soups. For some reason, they really feel like you should be eating a lot of brothy soups, not creamy soups, not tomato soups, not, but, like brothy kinds of soups with fresh herbs in it. It's like you're going to be eating a healthier style of food, and they want you to eat things that are more pure, like to clean out your system of toxins. And I feel that for many of you, you're going to be taking into consideration about getting some more fresh air and spending more time outside, even if it's just when you're at work, if you normally would eat lunch at your desk or eat in a cafeteria or go to a restaurant, even if the weather isn't even great. I feel like you're, if it's cold in the fall and moving forward, I feel like you're going to be making a lot of conscious effort to have fresh air, more fresh air. Some of you are going to be finding a traveling companion, could be a friend, could be a lover, I'm not sure here, but because I feel like you're going to be making some investment time in travel. And I feel for a lot of you Cancerians out there that you are going to be going green, more going green with your lifestyle in your home. And even though you love comfy furnishings and feeling comfortable, I feel that you are going to be getting rid of some of your home furnishings and getting a little more space around you, and a less cluttered life. And some of you are going to be entering a time of studying or reading about or going to classes for spatial arranging. Now, this could be feng shui, or it could be, interior design methods, or I don't know. I'm just getting like you're going to be learning about how to place things in your home to make it more aesthetically pleasing, as well as to open up and create different energy patterns in your home, which does sound like feng shui. I feel you are really going to be focused very strongly on saving your money. I'm not saying you're not going to have nice things or enjoy yourself, because I do feel that you are going to be taking some time and spending some money on some getaways. I feel that you're going to be giving some money to some people that you care about, but I feel like you're really going to start focusing on planning for your future, and taking your finances really seriously and making a more concerted effort to boost them. The next card you have in your reading today, Cancer, is the World, and this shows up in a past position. The World to me symbolizes control. This shows that the planets in the heavens and your spirit guides around you are conspiring to give you more control. I feel for some of you, I don't know why this comes up again, that some of you have been really feeling unappreciated and unloved by some people in your life. And I'm not just getting one person. I'm getting like a couple people here you feel haven't appreciated you enough or shown you the attention and love that you deserve. I feel that for some of you, you feel a little alone and lost, and that you're going to start turning your thoughts to thinking about settling down with a life partner. Now, this only applies to the people that are single, because this is a general reading. You're going to feel like you can't compete with life's battles anymore. Like things are just seeming to be a little too difficult, and you don't really want to fly solo. This has been tiring and draining for you to do so. And I hear that you're going to be giving a lot of oomph to your appearance and your body. You're going to feel like you want to make it out there in the world and be well received. I feel that in the month of October, for you single Cancerians out there, if you haven't met this person yet, that October looks like it's highlighted for when you would meet the person that you're going to be spending a lot of time with. And this person will be giving you a lot of love, time, and attention, and you may consider tying the knot with them. Even if you've been someone who said, I'm never going to get married, or I'm never going to get married again, I feel you may change your mind. This person that you're going to meet has had one heartbreak after another, after another, after another. They have felt very lost in romance and have just about given up on it when they meet you. You're going to talk to them and help them and kind of give them a shoulder to cry on or to lean on. You're going to really hear them out. They're going to be giving you all the details of their life. You're going to be listening very carefully. There will be a lot of rapport, very good rapport between the two of you, and sexual chemistry, energy, and tension is going to be high between the two of you. And for those of you Cancerians out there that have felt like you are just about ready to give it up yourself about love and throw in the towel with the whole thing, this person is going to come in and turn everything around for you in that way. So you've kind of met your match here. You're very simpatico and you have a lot of similarities. For some of you Cancerian females out there, this is a Sagittarius male. For some of you, it's like they're talking about the two of you have felt like you've been groping around in the dark and that finally you've found each other. You feel very open and clear, but as I said earlier in the reading, I want to warn you and remind you that the guides did say be very careful and keep your cards close to your vest. I don't feel it's so much with this person. I feel that's more with other people, like co-workers or other family members that maybe you've had rifts with. This person you can be open with. However, I feel you're not going to be really open and outpouring to them initially, but they are going to be that way to you. You will be very responsive to what they're saying and their needs because you have gone through similar situations. It's almost like you're going to be helping each other out. I feel that in the month of September, some of you Cancerians are going to experience some kind of a windfall. I feel like it's a lump sum. Make sure to protect that cash, Cancer, because I don't want you to see any disappointments following it after you receive it. There might be some greedy gerties out there that come after you grasping for it or try to lay claim to it or want part of it that you're not really going to want involved with you. Maybe this is the thing you're supposed to keep under the vest, close to the vest. I wouldn't talk about getting this money to people you know. Spend it wisely and use it wisely and invest it wisely. Save a lot of it because I feel that some of you are going to be making a very big purchase of a new home or moving. I don't know yet. Because I feel you need to be ready, because I feel like the month of January, a lot of things are going to get thrown in your lap. For some of you Cancerians out there, I feel in the month of January, you may actually consider pulling up roots and moving. This may feel like it's a traumatic thought to some of you, but I still feel that some of you are going to do it, even the ones that feel it's traumatic. The next card you have in your reading today, oh, I'm sorry, Cancer, I don't like this card for you. This is a stinky card. It's 9 of Swords. And 9 of Swords to me symbolizes grief, loss, upset. This is a card of can also indicate if you're not well, if you're not feeling well. I feel that for some of you, you've been given a lot to handle. Now, it comes up that there is a very big possibility that some of you are in charge of a loved one's estate. Because I feel there's been a lot of responsibility thrust upon you. You feel unsure how to handle this, but I do feel that you're going to make the right decisions and that you're going to seek advice from legal counsel or people in the know that can help you sort this out so that you don't have to feel overwhelmed by what's happening. So for some of you that are receiving this lump sum of money that I see coming to you that looks like maybe it's in the month of January, that you will, it may be because of someone in your family, an elderly relative that has passed, has left you some money. It could be an inheritance. You don't have the card that indicates an inheritance here, but that doesn't mean that's not what's happening. I keep hearing that you've really been given a lot to deal with. And I feel that because of what's going on, that this is what's going to give you the impetus to do some painstaking planning for yourself so that in your future way out, all your ducks are in a row. It's making you think about longevity. And I feel that a lot of you are going to be keeping a journal, putting a lot of things down on paper, writing everything down. And I feel that this is important because should anyone question anything that you've done or that you're doing, you will have a log and a record of all the transactions, ins and outs, where things have gone and all that. If there's anyone that calls you to task for how things have been handled, if you have to go to a court of law. It's all been journaled. I see you writing everything down, keeping a journal, keeping track of everything, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. I'm seeing that. This is going to be the best time in your life ever for you to consult an attorney. Again, it comes up. You're going to be making a lot of plans and putting a lot of thought into financial planning and how things are mapped out and planned out and where they're invested and how and who's in charge of what. The next card you have in your reading today, Cancer, you have the Lovers card. And the Lovers card is showing up in a position of what is like near future. By the way, this card, 9 of Swords, was in the position of energy that you're traveling through right now. It's moving energy. This card is in the future. not far away future, but in the future. And the Lovers card to me can symbolize, the Lovers can symbolize getting ready to move on, uh, to end one phase and begin another. It can also symbolize um, self-love, or love on a greater scale of unconditional love, not just necessarily a love for one other person. However, it can also symbolize a soulmate connection. And this could be not easy, because soulmate connections are often, we often have those to teach us a lesson, that both parties have come here to meet, to work things out in their souls that need to be rectified or adjusted. So soulmate relationships are not always easy. They can often be fraught with difficulties. See, I'm hearing you feel the power of love entering your life. There's a lot of things that are going to happen in the month of August, traveling through the month of September, and even going into the beginning of October, that are circling around this Lovers card. Again, it comes up that you're going to be engaging in a lot of communication with someone that turns into a love relationship. There's going to be a lot of back and forth banter here. You've given a lot of thought to this and put it aside, like, pushed it away, I guess, these thoughts of how you would handle love, what you want in a love relationship, what you don't want in a love relationship. I'm hearing you pushed it aside, but now this brings all that, bam, right back, right in front of you and right on the plate, right in front of you. Try to stay really clear, grounded, and focused, and don't give love away too easily. Be ready to listen to your gut, your intuition, and your instincts. Make sure when you're feeling empathy for this person, not to confuse it with love. You're going to know once you get into the beginning part of November, between the 1st and the 5th, you're going to know whether this person is a love relationship for you or not. You will be able to clarify at that time what is happening. There's going to be a lot of you that are going to want to run, hide, and jump ship at the first sign of any trouble or questionable thought, but you have to give it time. So try not to make any clear-cut decisions about this until November. You have to remember that their energy is not fully clear at this time, that they're going through some unsettled disruption themselves. So try not to take this, that this is a sign that it's not meant to be. Don't be too quick to freak out. Try to take a wait and see attitude. Then you'll be able to decide. For many of you, you will be making this a permanent relationship. Just wait. I feel like once you get into December, you're going to be ready for sure to dig fully into love. And I feel like you're going to want this person to be a mate for life. Now, that's not to say some of you aren't going to go run screaming into the night and change your mind and say, no way, I'm not doing this. The next card you have in your reading today, Cancer, is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords shows up in a position of a hope, um, and in a future position, but also a hope position. She would be connected to with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or that could be her rising sign. The Queen of Swords is somebody that's usually very good at piercing through uh, the heart of the matter, getting to the truth. She's got a keen mind and a keen intellect. Um, but sometimes there can be turmoil in her life, either because she's very frank and truthful, and this causes some discord, or she takes on the role of the Dark Queen and she is not truthful or honest, and this causes disruption and discord. It just depends on which queen she is. I feel that for some of you that she's given you a leg up. She's someone that's helped you. She's been there for you with thought, mind, and deed. She's manipulated you somewhat, a little bit. And I feel for some of you, though, she does like to take control away from you. So I'm a little bit confused of who she is, because that's certainly a mixed bag of things. For some of you, I feel this Queen of Swords has been working behind the scenes a little bit to undermine you. She feels that you owe her some kind of debt and seeks repayment from you, or seeks your gratitude. She's been through a lot herself. She's had a lot of trouble in matrimonial issues. She's been going through a rough patch, and for some of you, I feel that she's taken it out on you. For some of you, I feel there's been a real lot of confusion about her. Like, is she your friend or isn't she your friend? Is she there for you or is she not there for you? Like, you can't, like, I feel like for some of you, it's like you can't keep up with the situation, like how it's going with her. And I feel for some of you, you've been going round and round in circles in your mind about you don't know what to do with her. It's like she's been a cause of disruption in your life, but she's also, conversely, been some aid or assistance to you. There's a lot of duplicitous mixed feelings going on about this air sign Queen of Swords. She does think you owe her some debt of gratitude or some debt. She seeks a lot of attention. She's very good at communicating and talking. She's a good storyteller. She thinks you need her more than she needs you. There's been problems with her in the past, and I feel like they're going to come back around again full circle. They could. She's best if you can keep her at arm's length or at a distance. There's a lot happening for her in her life right now. I feel like she's going through some kind of traumas. It's a very weird mix of things, because on one hand, I feel like she doesn't want to burden you, but on the other hand, I feel like she thinks you owe her. So I'm having a lot of mixture of energy about her. She's been given a lot to deal with, and I feel that she's very sad. She feels very alone and lost, and she's having a hard time coming to emotional grips of what things have befallen her. She really does want you to help her in some way, like give her help, understanding, and love. She's afraid you're going to do an about face and dump her off because you won't be getting what you need from her. It's a very confusing mixture of things. For some of you, she's your sister. For some of you, she's a friend that's been like a sister or a family member to you. There's like close ties and connections of a bond. I'm not feeling like she's a romantic partner to anybody out there. That's not my feeling on that. She's kind of a little bit of a meddler, not overly bad, but she really wants you to see her through some troubled times. I'm hearing the words like she's been under attack. So I don't know of what. Like, I don't know whether she's been physically attacked by somebody, or if people are emotionally attacking her, or if she has some kind of disease or parasitic condition or some kind of illness where she's been under attack. I don't know what this is. And since this is a general reading, I'm not really completely sure with her. She's been through the mill and the ringer. You're going to have to decide what you want to do with her and how you want to handle it. There's some karma happening here. The best advice I can give you here with dealing with this is to give it up to God or to whatever higher power out there you believe in, God in the universe, and let the divine power guide you and show you the way. Trust your intuition and instincts on how it's best to help her and help yourself in this situation. The next card that you have that comes up in your reading today, Cancer, is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles to me symbolizes financial gain from your hard work and your efforts. I feel that you're going to be talking to a lot of people and moving and changing things around. I feel that for some of you that at your job, there's going to be some structural changes in your work, and some things are going to be moving around and changing, and that you're going to be asked to put things in order and set things right. That you will be asked to restructure and reorganize some systems in the job that you work. I feel like you're going to be part of a team of reorganizing and detailing, changing the details. I feel that for some of you, this will bring you a boost to your finances. Either they're going to pay you extra for this work, or they're going to be giving you a raise. Either way, I see you getting a bonus or a salary increase, either one or the other, for your efforts. And this, you're going to be so glad you did. Don't put it down and walk away from this. You're going to be very happy that you put forth the effort. It's going to be one of the best decisions you ever made at your job. So for some of you, I feel like you're going to have the option of whether you're going to want to do it or not. And I feel for some of you, this is going to occur between the times of January through March. And I feel for some of you, it's going to be revamping the company and giving it a whole new look. For some of you, it's going to be dividing things into different categories, separating things and revamping things and like changing the look, giving it a whole new presentation or appearance.